Have a very special guest with me, and he is here, as you can very well see, Mr. Starface Mjomba.
Yes.
Welcome to our Kamapod here.
Thank you very much.
In the Lusonga town.
I know, right?
Yes. It's a pleasure having you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wait first. So Starface is the artist. Mjomba is a comedian.
Yes.
Okay, before we get into that, let's put a pause on that first.
Okay.
Real names. Let's get into what your government names are first before anything.
Okay.
Yes.
Government names Shadrach Mwasika.
Shadrach Mwasika. What tribe is that?
It's Nyakyusa.
Eh?
Nyakyusa.
Is that Zambian?
No, it's not Zambian
Okay.
actually. It's Tanzanian.
Oh, okay. I thought
Yes.
I was sounding redundant.
I know, no.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
Tanzanian. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So which one of your parents was of Tanzanian origin?
Actually, it's both of them.
Both. Oh, is it?
Yes.
How did you find yourself here, Mr. Tanzania?
My father is a hustler.
No, okay.
Yes.
So,
Just one of those things in life where you're looking for greener pastures, then you relocate to a different country, and
Yeah.
just to support your family.
is it?
Yeah, my father is that guy.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So that's how we found ourselves here, born and raised here. But obviously they came from there. But
Yeah. Oh, okay. So your parents are originally from Tanzania, but
Yeah.
you were born on Zambian soil.
Born and raised here.
Oh, okay. Nice. All right. Nice. Which part of Zambia were you born and raised?
Chiwempala Patop.
Chiwempala.
Yes.
Chiwempala. Kwambo.
Okay, that's interesting
That's
now.
Kitwe?
No, Chingola.
Chingola.
Yes.
Crap.
Yes.
Okay. Oh no, my map is all over the place.
Yeah, I
Chiwempala.
know,
No,
right?
how do I forget Chiwempala?
Yeah. Chiwempala is in
Chingola.
Chingola. So
Oh,
I
okay.
was born and raised in Chingola in an area called Maiteneke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes.
that's good to know. I think not most of us knew you have the Tanzanian background, and okay.
Yes, I do.
All right, nice.
Actually do.
Let's dive into your educational background. How far did you go with the education, Mr. Shadrach? Kaya pa first tulipali Mr. Shadrach.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm actually an hydraulics specialist.
Is it?
Yes, I've worked in the mines before. I actually just quit work and came into music.
Before we get into the serious stuff,
Okay.
I've got a couple of questions. I think we'll see how far. We'll just go with the flow and see how far we go.
Okay.
So you pick a question, you pick a paper, read the question and give us the answer. If you feel you can't give us an answer, I would have done shots, but I don't know what your tolerance is, so I don't want him to go back rolling. So you can just simply pass if you feel it's something, but you have to read out the question out loud. Either way, regardless.
I have to read out the question.
You have to read it out loud.
If I skip it, I skip it, but still to be.
Yes, we will not say he skipped this question. You pled the fifth.
Okay. Listen. Okay.
These are very child-friendly questions.
It's a tradition.
Yes, it is. You just have to pass through this one.
All
So
right.
read the
All right.
question out loud for us and give us the answer. Please. Drum roll.
What do you think is your brand's biggest strength and weakness? Wow. I believe the biggest strength that the Mjomba brand has, and I'll say collectively, like all the people that I work with, you understand?
Yeah.
Our biggest strength is we believe so much. We believe so much in the idea of what we do,
Okay.
and in our individual talents. We are together, we are stronger. And then for me, if it's just the Mjomba brand alone,
Yeah.
I believe my biggest strength is the talent that I have, the resilience,
Okay.
and the background that I have. It is so rich for me to have the information that I put into what I put in.
Yeah.
I believe that's my
That's the
biggest strength.
Okay,
Yes.
nice. Any weaknesses you can pinpoint?
Weaknesses.
Or one, just a weakness. Let's just go for one.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the Mjomba brand or for
The Mjomba brand.
okay, just
Yes,
the brand
let's go
alone.
with the brand.
Okay.
Yeah.
haven't really paid much attention to my weaknesses.
Your weaknesses,
You understand?
okay.
Yes, like because I've been so focused trying to be the strongest that I can be.
Okay. When there's focus and
I haven't
positivity,
really paid much attention to my weaknesses,
weaknesses.
but if I could pinpoint, maybe it's the fact that I believe too much into perfection.
Okay.
Like I'm too much of a perfectionist that sometimes I end up failing to give maybe people something because I feel
they won't do it the way you want it to be done. Okay,
yes,
I get that. I get that. Yeah, most people's weakness actually.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Let's move. So started strong, eh?
You said how many are these?
No. What am I going to do? We're not doing all of them. Trust me. We'll just do a few. Really few. Yes.
Give me a number.
I think let's work with 5, so we get into now the
okay. We get with 5.
Let's just deal with 5
all right.
here, so we can put this
all
one
right.
here since it's done.
Thank you.
Yes. Was that really strong, eh?
I know, right?
Okay.
What's the worst haircut you ever had? I think there was a time.
I don't know. I'm laughing.
It was a kind of like a mohawk, but it wasn't so much like a mohawk. It was. I think it's that kind of thing like you go in the barber shop and then you're trying to control the one who is able to see your head and not you just letting them do their job. You understand? But if them put with them, shishapa ko ebati. But him put it somewhere, so. Originally, okay, I think that was the worst one for me.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't even remember the name for that haircut. Should have been a mohawk.
Okay, interesting. We can move to the next one.
Thank you.
Okay. If you
could change the company's name, what would it be? So if I could
change your brand,
okay, the brand name, what could it be?
I think it's like they say, if it's working, don't change it. No.
Yes, but I feel this one is a very good question. Because it's not something that I haven't contemplated before.
Is it?
Obviously, I've contemplated it before, but I don't think there can ever be a name that I can change Mjomba to that would hit it the way that it hits it. You get it?
Yeah.
Because obviously, I don't know, there's just something that is with the name and what it does, and
yes,
maybe I can give it maybe just a different language translation, but it will still mean uncle.
Same. I mean, brand is the brand.
Yes.
Nice.
Obviously, that's it.
Okay. We're moving to our second last one. Our second last question.
They're looking friendly.
They are.
Although at some point. Okay. Where do you find inspiration? I draw my inspiration from the people around me. They don't have to be in the same circle or field of work with me for me to draw inspiration from them.
Yeah.
I draw my inspiration from people whom I see who refuse to give up despite the conditions or the circumstances that speak to their disadvantage.
Yeah.
You understand? Like I'm inspired by that person, a person like yourself, a person like him, who are trying to defy the odds. You understand?
Yeah.
Who are just trying to tell their story and the story of where they come from and live their dreams within the means that we are having.
Yeah.
That's where I draw my inspiration from.
Okay, nice. Just real life people.
Just real life people. You know, how does that person fight that?
Yeah.
How do they overcome that?
Yeah.
for me, it's the energy that I tap from there that makes me go in my direction.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
Nice. We can go to the last one.
Oh, okay.
We can go to the final one. And they call it...
Usually the last ones are the tough ones.
Is it possible? Wait, I just did a sneak peek. No.
In this one?
We can, yeah.
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay. Oh my God. My production manager is the worst.
Who prepared these questions?
For these ones, my production manager, guys. My production manager.
Okay. How often do you touch yourself? I like numerous times. Like I just did now.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
you understand?
Actually,
like I do touch myself every now and then.
Yes. Okay. No.
My hands are always with me. I'm always touching myself.
Thank you so much. Yes.
You are correct. Yeah. Where is your production manager?
You know what? You know what? You really said the last ones are the worst. I can't.
Zambians were like this, huh?
And I can't with you either right now.
There's a song where I've said bafikara abantu bawoyo. They say bafikara abantu bawoyo. Bafika abantu bawoyo.
So I missed it. My mind.
You see, so your mind.
My mind.
But sometimes some of them deserve it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no, it really was. Okay, no, this was a breather for us. We can now get into the breeze of this entire sit down.
Thank you.
No, the last one was really a light moment one. What were the odds of you picking that last one anyway? So
it's usually like that.
Okay, so we have the brand Starface and we have the brand Mjomba. So Starface, there's a demographic of people that will align that to your music.
Yes.
That Starface is the musician, is the artist, and we have Mjomba, the comedian.
Yes.
So just a brief background of how you came up with the names, these names of yours. Mjomba, where did that come from? Starface, what led to, let's say, you coming up with these names?
Starface is a name that I wanted to have a deeper meaning to myself.
Okay.
And Starface is really not a word per se. It's kind of like an acronym.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
There's star and then there's face.
There's face, yeah.
Yes. So star is status of stardom, like being there. And then face is being able to face the challenges, like of becoming what I've become in life.
Oh, nice,
yes.
nice. Oh, okay.
Because the odds were very, very slim for me to be here.
Okay.
Yes.
Starface, all right. Mjomba?
Mjomba means uncle. Like I said earlier, that my parents came from Tanzania.
Yeah.
So most of my uncles, actually, the ones who also settled here in Zambia, used to speak with that kind of intonation. Them being Tanzania and trying to learn Bemba.
Yeah.
You know? So most of them were Mjombas for me.
No,
because I called them uncle.
uncle.
Like mom had the most relatives here than dad.
Yeah.
So like even most of the people who visited were from mom's side. So I had Mjomba.
Okay.
My uncle. I think the only thing that I could do is to give the honor back to the people I learned it from.
Yeah. Well, nice.
Yes.
Anyway, so even that character does depict, uncle status. The character that you portray as Mjomba.
Yes.
Okay.
It does so much.
Yes, it does.
It's the version of uncle of a Tanzanian old man struggling here and there, trying to earn, and then it's difficult. Like our parents were are very, very difficult.
Yes, with the funny teeth. I
Yes.
just have to put that there. Okay. Okay. So, what came first for you? Was it the music or the comedy? Where did your craft start from? Because you're doing both the things now. So
Yes.
what did you start with first? Like, what came to you first? Was it the comedy or the music?
Commercially, I would say the music started first and then the comedy came in.
Oh, is it?
But in reality, I've had both these abilities within me working side by side, because trust me, like most of the friends that I have from childhood, they'll tell you of a story that I told them where I cracked a joke or something, and probably even used the same Mjomba tonation.
Yeah.
So it's been there, but I didn't take it like a commercial project.
Okay.
Yeah, until my friend Zakado, of course, suggested. Yes, that bro, I think this we can put it in cartoons, and then we started from there. Then people fell in love.
Nice. Yes. Okay. Okay. I know you said commercially the music is what you started with.
Yes.
How do I phrase this question? What do you think got you the most recognition between the two?
What got me the most recognition between the two? Again, it depends. I know most people would say it's the comedy.
I think,
yes, most people would say that, and to a larger extent it is. But every block that I have built as an artist, starting from the beginning, has added on to what Mjomba became. You understand?
Yeah.
Like, you have to respect the messenger before you respect the message.
Yes.
You get, huh?
Yes.
Starface has been the building block for everything. And when the Mjomba came in, it found the base that has already been laid. Like, it just had to take people, oh, this is the guy. Oh, so it's like that. Yes, of course, Mjomba blew up faster. Yes. But personally, I would say it's Starface.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice. All right. I think in the icebreaker we dealt with inspiration, right? Like why you draw inspiration from. So we've tackled that. Real life people, real life situations. That's where you draw your inspiration from.
Yes.
Okay. So on the Starface part, I think I saw something. I saw a song you did with. Right now, that's something we can't run away from. One of the biggest artists we have in the country, Mjomba.
Yes.
I saw that song. So how recent is the song? And how did that entire collaboration come about?
That song, I think, was released just maybe 2 or 3 months ago.
No, is it?
Yes. Initially, I didn't plan to have Mjomba on that track. I did the recording and it was done, it was sealed.
Yeah.
Then came a time when I started promoting it, just giving hints on social media so that people would know what's coming.
Yes.
Then Mjomba happened to see it at that particular time. Then he hits me up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just more like a comment.
Yeah.
He commented on the same reel which I posted of me doing that same song.
Song, yeah.
He comments there, asking to put a verse there as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we take it back to WhatsApp. We are talking about it, and we made the schedule to record. It wasn't a very difficult moment for us to work together in the studio, because it's not something that we are doing for the first time.
It's your craft.
Yes. Yeah. Like him and me. Like there's that friendship behind the music and all this. Yeah. You understand? So we were not working or being together in the studio for the first time. We had done music before he even blew, and yes.
Okay, nice. Okay, and then the song came up. Oh, okay, that's good. All right. So as you it's funny how I'm tackling both the music and the comedy.
Yeah, let's take it side by side.
So as you are coming up with, let's say, a lyric, a verse, or as you're coming up with, let's say, a skit,
okay,
are there any challenges that you face with coming up? Let's start with the music first, then we'll go to the comedy.
Okay.
As you are thinking of how do your ideas come up, and when they do come up, are there any challenges that you face? Are there any bumps you hit when you're trying to think of a song you want to put out?
Challenges are always there. But of course, I don't struggle so much because I'm an artist.
Yeah.
Then secondly, with regards the information that I put in there, maybe that's where the struggle would lie a bit, because that's information.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, like I have a pool of information looking at where I've come from, how I've grown up, and I just pick stories from real life people. Like I could pick your story one day and you won't even know it. You understand that?
Yeah.
I pick your story, maybe combine it with other attributes about another person from elsewhere. Then I try to, as an artist, you have to understand that you have to create what is not there. So you can create from what's already there. You manipulate the elements.
Yeah.
Just maybe your lifestyle, and then combine it with a couple of other things.
Yeah. Just
then
like that.
It comes out like that.
So just maybe the process, not necessarily the process of.
Maybe the process. So sometimes you do struggle. You know, there are times when I have to work on a song, and then I record. I go home. I'm playing it the whole time that I'm going home.
Yeah.
Then after I reach home, I listen to it maybe 2 or 3 hours. Then in the morning I wake up and I'm like, nah.
There should be something else.
There should be something else here missing.
Back to the drawing board.
Yes, you go back to the studio. Like for me, I don't just record my music here and then let it out. No, I'll record, I'll go back into the studio. Maybe it will take me a month or something. Just going through the same thing, digesting the information, the tonation, everything. How are all these elements marrying and running together? Yes, that's how it is. It doesn't happen in a single day.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Then with your skits, do you? Okay, no, we're talking about challenges, but then it's just curiosity.
Okay.
Do you write anything down, or it's just in the mind and say we're just going to free flow and just like, like how do you deal with your skits? Then challenges also. First, let's deal with how those come out. Because like some things are just too funny. But it's like, do you have a script, or is it like we're just going to do it freestyle, free flowing, and
I think one of the biggest blessings that I have when I'm on the set is identifying which people can run with what.
Okay.
You notice maybe in some of my skits that there's a character who is almost featuring every now and then.
Yeah.
Most times it's because when writing these skits, sometimes I'll write a script and give everyone maybe a day before to look at, and sometimes I'll just distribute the idea because I know this person and that person, once they just look at this idea, they understand it, then I'll guide them as we go. Most times actually we come to the set and I have everything processed in the mind, because most of these people that I'm working with are people with families. They have responsibilities. You cannot hold them for 2 or 3 days and then there is no payment for what is being done. You get that? Huh? So I just come with an idea, and I pick the right people whom I know it will not be hard for them to hold the conversation. If we go this way, we go that way, and we go that way.
Okay.
And then sometimes when we work like that with just an idea that I just bring on the table, and then we discuss it and we give each other lines, and then we work. Then sometimes it fails. That's when we sit down, write something. So maybe
follow.
Yes, especially that's when there's somebody featuring who is not with us most of the time.
Okay, all right. So, any challenges with dealing with different people? I know there's obviously going to be challenges with dealing with different characters. Each person has a different character.
Yes.
People have moods maybe when they wake up and they're not feeling it. So, are there any of such challenges that you face?
Yes, of course. As long as you find 2 or 3 people, challenges will be there. Especially it stems from miscommunication. Maybe this person has been raised differently, believing you can maybe drink a drink and leave the bottle there. Maybe where she comes from, there's a maid. Then you disagree because you are raised differently. You understand? Like wrangles begin to stem from my conversations are Eventually you find people discussing bigger things and the likes. But being a bigger person in the group, one thing that I've taken time to study so much is how people are interacting with each other. I feel, I sense the negative energy right before it escalates to a point where I'll be saying, hey, chawiso, chashan, you understand that? Like
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So we don't have so much tensions when we are working.
We understand each other.
Yes, we understand each other.
Okay.
We have become friends with the people that I've been working with.
Okay, no,
Yes.
that's cool. That's good.
Yes.
All right, so that's about Mr. Starface as an artist. So his music can be streamed where? Before
Especially
we move.
Boomplay.
Boomplay.
Yes. Then just in sites.
Just search for Starface.
Yes.
His music
and
will
of course
be there.
on all social media platforms like
okay.
yes, TikTok, Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, everything, pretty much everything.
All right, nice. All right. Then Mr. Mjomba, you can find his kids on social media.
Yes.
Those are everywhere. They are all over.
They are all over.
Okay, so there's this one story I stumbled upon.
Okay.
Mr. Mishek.
Okay. Shadrach.
Shadrach,
Yes.
Mishek, and Abednego. See these names.
Yeah, most times I get that.
Okay. Mr. Shadrach.
Yes.
Okay. There's a story. Please correct me on the year. 2018. You were arrested for smuggling.
Okay.
I want you to kind of dive into what happened. Then when we get from diving into what happened, we get into how long you stayed in there for.
Okay.
Then when you came out, how you dealt with now the outside world, picking yourself up and finding your groove back again. So let's start with what happened with your getting arrested.
Okay, thank you. It was actually not smuggling.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I was a smuggler, yes, of Milimio.
Okay.
But what I was charged with was something rather more sensitive. I was charged with murder for the death of somebody who used to work for me.
Is it?
Yes. And that was in 2017.
2017.
Yes.
2017, okay.
But this is somebody that I had been working with from 2016 all the way up to the time when he died.
Okay.
Then, there's this thing with Zambia police where they do investigations after they've
already.
Yes, you understand?
Yeah.
Then at the end of the day, they come to understand the real facts of what really happened when they've already made you to stay a long time. Like I stayed for 1 year, 7 months.
Ooh.
Yes. And I was in the penal block. When we say a penal block, we are not talking about these regular prison cells that you people know.
Yeah.
The penal block is a section of Kanfinsa, which is, since you like watching American movies, I'll give you a picture of solitary confinement. You understand?
That kind of.
Yeah, like where you're locked up in like a small cell like this.
You can't see the outside. You don't have.
No, you don't see outside.
Nothing.
You don't see anything. There was just here. It's just here.
Yeah.
Yes, like that's where I spent 1 year, 4 months. You understand? And that was for a murder that I did not commit.
Yeah.
You get? It's like this. I'll give you a situation. Huh? You have this person you are working with. You are smuggling Milimio.
Yeah.
I was just a Kopala youth, just like any other Kopala youth trying to survive here.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
Smuggling was the thing. Everybody was making money with it. And I was just a young star myself, trying to struggle, trying to make money, PT and all that.
Yeah.
So this opportunity presents itself. And then I took my car. That was in 2015, sorry.
Yeah.
Took my car, went with it, Kudia, night changer, started working. I smuggled Milimio for I don't know how many months. But me, I was smart. That's the only thing that set me apart. The way I used to smuggle my Milimio was kind of like different from the way every other smuggler was doing.
Okay.
You understand? So one day, because we were using the water with the canoes, we give the fishermen.
No, then they just.
Yes, then they cross a dam. Then on the other side of the dam, that's where you get the Milimio from. Then you take it back on the road. Then you go and sell it. So it was like that.
Yeah.
It was just a normal business for everyone, just like all these businesses that are Yeah, chitikafya business aya munani kandi nabagayi. So then one day, one of the people who used to paddle my canoes, he had just made a new canoe.
Okay.
It was just about a week or 2 weeks. Made a new canoe, then, you know, him being a fisherman himself, and us being the buyer of the millennials. Tells me we can use this same new canoe. Yes. So he goes off on the water. Then first day it works, but there were some complications. So with his friend, they agree, let it dry a bit. Then we go back. Then it dried a bit. Then went back to work.
Yeah.
Then we don't know what happened in the midst of the water. The dam was big. Nobody knew what happened to him. He drowned. Found him after a couple of days, a week or so. May God rest his soul. Then everything was okay. Like they take the body, they go and bury. I buy the coffins. I do all the necessary things that I needed, like feeding the people at the funeral and all that. Everything goes like that. We wait a few days later, then things just goes like unexpectedly. No, the family of these people are claiming that
you killed.
Yes.
Yo.
They are claiming that you killed this man. There's nothing we can do.
I have to pick you up.
Kushupana. Took myself to police.
No, you took yourself.
I took myself to police.
Oh, okay.
You know, people are funny the way they tell this story.
They
try to demonize me and belittle my hustle, you understand?
Yes.
Because like these people know where I come from. They don't believe how I stepped up and became this.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. So to kill my shine and to misrepresent what I have achieved, they try to tell that story over and over in different versions. But this is the version that brought me back. You can't kill somebody and go to prison and come back in 1 year, 7 months. Where does that happen?
Nowhere.
Yeah. I was acquitted. I should have been compensated like all these other guys are compensating. You understand? Yes. They wasted my time. They destroyed my name. Yes. They have defamed me. I have had to build myself. I'm a phoenix. I'm telling you, I'm a phoenix.
Rising from the ashes.
I'm a phoenix.
Yeah.
I'm a phoenix. I shouldn't be.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Let me try to touch a little bit on mental health. Just with this particular story.
Yes.
So you said you were in confinement for 1 year.
1 year, 7 months.
1 year, 7 months. So when you were in it, when you were in that particular situation, right?
Yes.
How were you dealing with yourself, let's say mentally, so that you're not, question. You know?
Trust me, I may be the same old me, but obviously I can never really be the same old me.
Yeah, they say when you enter certain places
because of that experience.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
The experience of, seeing innocent people, like who are really, really innocent. They tell you their story. They have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
They are going to prison for 20 years. They have nothing to lose but tell you the truth.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And then you listen to their story, and then they are going away for a very long time. And you witness such situations, not just one, many of them.
Yeah.
And you are also there trying to process your own situation. How? Like, I'm that kind of a person who wouldn't hurt a fly. Then I find myself here. What am I doing here?
Murder.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like I grew up in Mjomba. You know where I grew up? I grew up in Mjomba. I could have become anything. I could have become a kabova.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not even an assault case Malaysian.
You find yourself.
Yes. What does that do to you?
To you mentally. I think
and
so.
You know you are innocent.
Yeah.
What does that do to you?
Yeah.
I can never be the same old me.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like I can never be the same old me.
Yeah.
That ship has sailed.
Yeah.
My mind has witnessed things that I wasn't supposed to witness.
True.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like I've been made to go through situations that I never in my life, never ever felt I would be through.
Yeah.
And then being made to go through that, not because I'm a bad person,
Yeah.
but because I was just misfortunate for one day.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
My mental health, when I was there, the only thing that helped me to stay afloat and believe that everything will be all right was my girlfriend at the time.
Okay.
Yes. Who is now my wife.
Nice.
Yes.
So she's stuck. Oh my God.
Yes, like she stuck with me. You understand?
Yeah. That's
like here, there is this beautiful lady, and you know, even when you're outside, like you have to fight to get this one. You understand?
Yeah.
Then like you are there, and everybody is in their voices screaming, "You are a bad person. You are a bad person," and then she's there,
supporting you.
Yes.
Being there for you.
Being there for me, and she's not even like my relative.
Yeah.
Just a person who chooses to do that for me.
Nice.
Like that's the thing major thing
that helped you keep your sanity.
Yes.
So no, that's
and my daughter Oprah, like thinking about her and what kind of a dad she, you
have to look up to.
Yes. And, how do I come out of this that I can help her? Things like that.
Yeah.
You understand?
No, that's beautiful.
That's what kept me going in there, and I never for a second even let the offense that I was charged with come in the best of my moments, because I knew I was innocent.
Yeah.
If there's anything that I knew was the fact that I was going home, it was just a matter of time. Kept on writing my music.
Yeah.
I kept on singing. I used to perform. I'll give you a picture. I used to perform right there.
Is it?
I was a celebrity right in there.
Nice. You making a positive thing out of the negative.
Yes.
It's a very good inspirational moment. Right?
I used to do all sorts of things. I used to hold meetings with the juveniles in their cell. I would go there, talk to them. I didn't let it take the best of me.
Okay, that's really
my
inspiring.
mental health may have been challenged, but I had so many fences that it could not cross.
You had things to fight for outside.
Yes, like I had what I stood to lose if I let my mental faculty fuck with me.
Is it? No,
yes.
That's powerful.
Thank you.
That's really, really powerful. And I love the fact that there's this woman figure, this female person that stood by you and stuck by you despite whatever that was. She knew who you were and she supported you. I really love that. I love it when
she's
people.
A goddess.
Nice. No, that's nice.
I'm
all
telling
right.
you.
That's
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was really unfortunate, and it's good you came out of it the way you did. I mean, here you are.
I think aside from the stigma that it comes with and the discrimination and everything,
Yeah.
I think I was in the right place at the right time. Whatever situation that made God allow that to happen to me, yes, it has really helped me to help so many people. Like even in the family, I'll be able to spot an offense from afar and say, "Hey, young man, the way you are swinging, that's 15 years."
Yeah.
People don't understand these things.
Yeah.
I just touch your boob here, I'll be taken in for 15 years.
Is it?
For indecent assault,
Yeah.
yes. People don't know these things.
That's true.
The only time you come to find out is when you are in the dock and then they are telling you that butt you touched is 15 years. That's the minimum sentence we can give you.
Yeah.
Then we can go higher.
When you're out there, it's like, it's nothing.
People don't know these things.
No, that's very true.
Yes.
So let's talk about you getting out and you trying to get back on your feet. And let's touch on trauma a bit. Do you think there was points, because I know you've spoken positively about how you tried to not let that shape you negatively, but are there aspects of, let's say, trauma? I know you've spoken about the confinement you were in, and were there times when you got out and like, okay, you think about what you went through, and were there instances of you coming, let's maybe the first few weeks of you getting out, maybe you think about what happened and maybe you get in a state of depression.
Yes.
Did you have that? Because I know you're here now speaking so positively. I'm here wondering to say, did this man even get in any depressive state or,
Again, it goes back to where I grew up.
Okay.
Like I said, I grew up in Mjomba.
Yes.
Where you are born, this guy you hang around with, but we should waka 10 years.
Yeah.
Like I'm 5 years old and I already know there's somebody who has a father who is in prison.
That exposure, yeah.
I get to 10. I know a friend of mine who is in juvie at Katombodia. Like friends that so it's, for me, the trauma may be there. Yes, it is. And I'm not hiding it.
Yeah.
But it's that kind of a lifestyle where the moment you are stepping in there, and most of the people that you are seeing there, you commander. Like for me, the day they took me to Chingola remand prison, the moment they took me there was like quite a guard of honor. Commander. It's that because you have taken care of them.
Yeah.
These are people you meet on the road. You something. You understand?
Yeah.
It's the only traumatic thing is that they took the freedom. That is the only thing that gave me a bit of trauma, not so much about the interaction with the people, and it's just the regular people that I met that I already know.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But when we speak of the trauma that came from just me losing what I had, my time and everything.
Yeah.
I think it made me to go back and dig within me the character that I used to protect myself with, to get out. And sometimes when somebody upsets me so much, maybe I'll snap maybe for a second. The reason why I would do that is, I mean, not now, but back in a couple of, maybe like 2 years ago or something, before I really settled back in and realized who I was, the responsibility that I had, and I found myself again who I used to be.
Yeah.
But the trauma that I had, the depression that I had when I came out, was on a different level. Yakoba tinshalifu omuntu nga walanda kachintu oko nachita disagree na kena. Tina kukalipira fia kwa watu wadabu ati chitire.
Okay.
Like there was a point after I came out, it continued for some time until I started settling in, and there are no traces of any kind of trauma for the things that I went through. It's only the lessons now that I learned from there that I love to also share with other people.
No, that's a very beautiful. It's a very beautiful story. I know it's rough. It's got rough edges, but it's something beautiful because
it's very rough.
Yeah,
very rough.
You were able to come out of it positively, and here you are. You make people laugh. People have bad days. A day has really done the most to you, and you sit down, you're on your phone, and here's Mjomba.
Yes.
And you're there laughing, and
yes. Thank you.
That was a very good turn of events for you. You're able to pick yourself up and make something positive out of that.
And I think Mjomba fans should be very grateful that happens to me.
You're able to draw
because if I had never been into that place, definitely the character Mjomba wouldn't have risen.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely the character Mjomba wouldn't have risen. And to some extent, maybe even Zakado cartoons wouldn't have been born.
So that experience helped build those characters.
That experience of me being arrested and being taken to prison is what created the space that made Zakado the Zakado that Zakado became. It's the time that my friends had time to now focus real hard. You understand? Like Zakado and me and Champion, the dude with Ifimia. Yes. Like we come back from way back.
Yeah.
And then we built this Chuempara Patop. And I was the lead of Chuempara Patop.
Is it?
Trying to bring all the pieces together. We were just doing music. There were possibilities and dreams of doing cartoons, but they were far-fetched.
Yeah.
We all wanted to just succeed with the music and all that. Then I get arrested. I go away for some time. Then now, Scat and Chills They are back at the drawing board now.
What do we do?
Watch kwata vision ya music bwini. Uyo bamwikata yako jene. What do we do for us to survive? But we've been doing cartoons and shit. Let's develop on that. So they developed that. Then Zakado was born and boomed. Then when I came out, it was just time for me to
fit in and
just
also,
to go back to the drawing board with the same niggas that I started with.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So that's how Zakado was born. That's how Mjomba was born. If I had not been allowed to go to Kanfinsa, none of these things would have been built. Yeah. The country benefited
from all that. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. I really like. There's so many things that have been addressed with just this. You getting incarcerated. So many.
Yes.
Positives. Let me just say positives also. Yes, I know there's negatives, but we're trying to also inspire people out there to pick themselves up.
I'll tell you one thing, how I fight the stigma and the discrimination from the people and all the negative.
Yeah.
The negative is not for me. The negative is a story that they have edited of my real life.
Themselves.
It's their reality. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about that.
It's not yours.
It's not my thing. I know the real story and what happened and who I am and what I'm trying to achieve.
Yes.
I concentrate on that. That's the story I see.
Yeah.
If I put this piece of bottle here, just this bottle alone, I ask him to draw it. He will not draw with this side. This red thing. You will draw it. I'll draw it from a different perspective.
Yeah.
That's my life, that's your life, that's his life. This.
True.
You tell my life from that side, that's your perspective of me.
True.
And if anybody believes the story that they hear of me from another person, well, fuck them also. Yeah, like seriously.
No, that's true.
I don't need them. If you be listening about me from other people, then you're stupid. I don't want you in my circle.
Yeah, come to me
and talk to me about me.
True. That's very
I have nothing to hide.
That's very true.
That's how life is.
That's very true.
Sure.
Okay, so we're almost getting to the end. I just want to touch on one last thing. The pronunciation for this name, Father Lord Jesus Mwelesa, Shezio.
Okay.
Yes. So from what I understand, you are the one that kind of brought him up on the scene.
Yes.
Yes. So I just want to understand what the relationship is now, because I know, like on social media over the past couple of months, maybe even years, we've seen him about with Magnet. I think seen him about with Dandy Crazy here and there. So what's your relationship with him as it stands? Like just a brief touch on how you brought him up, and if there was a fallout, where it happened. If there's no fallout, what the relationship is now.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like this. Shezo and me are more than just what was on the screen, which the people saw.
Okay.
You understand? Shezo and me were more like big brother, just trying to help a younger brother from the neighborhood.
Yeah.
The time that I noticed Shezo so much, obviously besides the character of drinking beer here and there and the insults that I used to see on TikTok, and okay, before all that, actually there was nothing like that.
Yeah.
Before there was just maybe a couple of videos on Facebook every now and then.
Yes.
So fast forward to a time when I decided to work with the young man.
Yeah.
I'm that kind of a person who likes to not help a person 2 or 3 times. If I have the opportunity, maybe I would look for a job for them.
Yeah.
So Shezo, we used to stay on the same street, and then every time he would pass, finds me there, just laid back. Bakamba, say,
yeah.
Sometimes he would just come, then I thought, this young man, I believe, let me just try him out. Let me just try him out. I sat him down. There was a day I needed to shoot a certain video, and Mr. Zud, that was with you, huh?
Yes.
When we went to Chidabombeka? Yes. We needed to shoot a video just for the Facebook numbers. And then I was like, first Shezo. Let's get Shezo. Let's try him out. So that's how we took him.
Yeah.
But the time tulemlandapo, nishalenda panta nshiparo jai.
Is it? Okay.
Yes. So we pick him.
Yeah.
I sit him down.
Yeah.
The first thing that I did with Shezo was first to make him aware of what was going to happen, how we were going to do it, and the response that was going to come. I told him what to expect.
Yeah.
Then I told him, if you I'll bring you in. Then we see what we can do now.
Yeah.
Okay, I took Shezo. We went to Chilabombo. We shot a video, 2 videos actually. Came back. Those 2 videos were a success.
Yeah.
Not that they were a success that before that I didn't have the numbers, but they were a success according to how I pictured introducing somebody in would do. Yeah. Yes. I was like, okay, I think what we can do is, one, Shezo, I took Shezo, we sat down. I think I was with him from maybe 10 to 18 or 19. I sat him down. I tried to talk to him about his stature.
Yeah.
I told him what to expect from a lot of stupid people.
Yeah.
Like, there are people who have been raised wrong, and you just have to understand that they will be there, and with your stature, somebody is bound to mock you at one point or two.
Yeah.
You might become a celebrity or whatever.
Yeah.
After I discussed with him that, I explained to Shezo, the first thing I explained to him was what makes him not be respected is not the stature that he has. What makes him not be respected is the fact that he is not trying to also provide as a man. You understand?
Yeah.
If the narrative were to change, if he were to have an opportunity to do things differently, if I empowered him, I explained to Shezo the power of what I was giving him, the dream that I had, and if he followed it, how it was going to pan out for him.
Yeah.
Because after working with him that day, I realized there was something that was in him.
You saw something.
Yes, he had the opportunity. He had, if you took time with him, he could actually be molded and listen and perform.
Yeah.
But in the state that he is, he needs to be first made understand that he can be a contributor just like anybody else, and he can also take his stance as everybody else.
Yeah.
We discussed that at length, and then before even the Magnets programs came in, the 1xBet and whatever, I was just struggling by myself,
Trying to.
Yes, just getting my own money, shooting, going all those places I'm mentioning, Chilabombo, bringing booking. So then, what I did that day, I just took him home. We just had Makaso lights. The following day, I took him. Nabudide mpia. Namwanje bereshezo. Iyi mpia inde kupera. Mbe kulipira pali ifi mbombele na iwe. Not that I sold that content to anywhere, but because I wanted to motivate him and see where he was placing himself. Na after nafunye mpia, na shengo banje rasha mwachonda. Banga ndapa mwa itarashita po bunga waleta kwa fiashi. Nishashita po bakamba. Yes. The first place where the narrative has to change, it has to start with your family.
Yes.
Your parents need to see that if you are mbokchita, file kutwara samu.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I took him Pick and Pay, bought a bag of meal, bought cooking oil, bought chicken, and just a few other things.
Yeah.
Gave him.
Yeah.
Then I told him to say, "Inda man actually ngo kupera mwacho wandi. Ni so much. Number one since na uchusuminisha ati uchite pa family wale pangana. Ifi ineya pa Mungu. Nala kubikira poi kuma nempia yana chukulaya." We took it home. We took it home. For the first time, following the shares of Nation Kunja Makamba, I never flash band bachelor Mpala.
Nice.
Naba Mpala ini. Okay. It's so good. What I did next I'm sorry if this podcast takes long. Don't worry. Yes.
No, I'm ready.
3 hours, you can just
Yes.
go on. You can just go
I think
on.
let me put this information as well.
as clear and as straight as it should be.
Yes. I think I'm tired of people telling my stories
Wrong
now.
narratives out
Yes.
there. Yes.
So, Shezo, I decided to say no. Business in Kwete Yakobati I need to establish connections in Lusaka. Business connections. So that we can start running now business. I would go to Lusaka every now and then. I would book a car to Lusaka. To Ekarama days Mroji to Abuela.
Yeah.
Eventually, who called me that day? Should be, if not Super, my chef's manager, then was it Super? If not Super, then his younger brother. He calls me, bro, kulika business aka sona. Oh, okay. Then I go there. What happens? So I saw chayaka video. I saw njeba 2 3 4 chayaka video kawa next bet.
Okay.
Oh, ka video kawa next bet. Yeah. Okay. We can work. So we worked on that day. Kasata to ascenda. We went bought some clothes for Shezo and a couple of other things.
Yeah.
Came back to the copper belt. Then after that video went, it was a success. Then 1X wanted to do another video. So the next video we did again and again. Then after we did about 4 or 5 videos or something,
Okay.
I decided to go to the family for Shezo. Like all this time that we were doing all these adverts. Wale bacho, imbasenda kuna katika tuzare, wapera ko Zudi, wasenda ko ka 3 zare, wapera ko yu. Na yeye Shezo wakula kuna mkafiri zare, 4 zare, wampera ko, aikata ko patumba. Is a guy, ni guy.
Yeah.
When we are working, 1xBet wasn't giving me money like through the bank. They like to give money through mobile money. Like no contracts. You understand?
Okay.
Like this month you have your money, the other month you have your money. So what I did on the very first one,
Yeah.
I was like, equipment, the power. If you need to shoot. So what do we do? Like to shoot a video, a single video, it will take me now what 1.5, like in expenses. So when the 1xBet deal came in,
Yeah.
it was a game changer for me to now manage my team, be able to shoot videos from places that I want,
Yes.
to be able to pay for all these logistics, you understand them. Then we get to a point where when we are just starting, right there when we just started,
Yeah.
I went to the family for Shezo, sat them down. Bamayo na batata. Me, I told Shezo first kumbati before I went there. Young man, ule kushafia kwebere kutwamba okuya arakwata ko opportunity yako bati twamba arakwata kutuma adverts impa iyi karafunya aba ku 1xBet impa ama expenses mukushuta ama videos and utuntu ko bacho akuyalimbi uyakwata katuzare uka 50 kwacha uka 100 those to my expenses to be sorting yourselves out as we go.
Yeah.
This is the money that we'll be using.
Sorry to cut you. Did he have him as Shezo? Did he
Yes.
have any expectations? Did he have any? Is there things that he was expecting to get out of? Let's say when the deals came, did he have expectations or he didn't?
There were no expectations. We started on the pretext that first I have to raise the talent, to develop him, to get him to a certain point.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Then when we get to a certain point, then I'll get a promo code for him and for me and for every other person that I'm working with, so that they can make their money. You understand? Because with this, we'll just be able to pay for logistics when we are in Lusaka, when we are where, when we are shooting, when
to help you,
for us to prosper what we are trying to build.
Yes. Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like even myself, I didn't even have the money to spend on the costume for me to look the way I wanted Mjomba to look.
Yeah.
But we could manage to eat, of course. You understand? Huh? So there was no expectation from anyone to say, oh, imba Mjomba mukarafunya so much, impia ili yakulaisa ni. No, it's my show. It's my company. Yes. I'm trying to build these people. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. It's not a two-man gig. Yeah. There's all these people that I'm working with. Yeah. You understand? Huh? Yeah. Okay. So, but me, what I did in his case, I went to his family, sat them down. I told them to say, Mwafiashi, if I am working on a content today, what I want to do is, I want to raise enough money for Shezo, so that if you lusenale onfuira ena kwali abantu abachitefi ntwifi kuri mu company obona bomba nabo abashatara mona pona opportunities yo ena. You see ka? But for him, I went an extra mile. I told the family to say, uyu kutuleya nde mona kwa stwala mbo kwata business. For me, as a sign of motivating them. Mu Sweden first bank account ku FNB. Nempia nafunya mu Sweden FNB account. FNB account kama mu Sweden. Ubike mona 500 book balance. Nga pata business hii yonse to abomba extra. Where I can get money now and pay these guys. That's where we'll be putting. That's where we'll be putting. But if you tuchita pakati hapa, I explained. That's why. Have you ever heard from Shezo's family anybody saying, yeah, he did what, he chewed money, he chewed what?
Yeah, no.
You ever heard anyone from their family?
Yeah.
They are my family. They understand me. You understand? May God rest Shezo's mother's soul. She died just a few weeks ago. But she's up on her hospital. I was there. Them and me were family because we understood what we are trying to do. Yeah. It's Barusaka who came in and killed that boy's dream, not dream. You understand? Okay. After we made that account, what I wanted, what I told the parents, we therefore atukese mwisiro tuma moba umani, so that iyi career ila kwata na expiry date kesa bana umbi umukadi ukuchira Shezo ni ishpashima depression ikamuipayo oyo ati na distance kwa tendala. Yeah. Let us make tuma moba money for him, but where do we start? We are going to start with opening an account for him. I'll work with Shezo for 2 years. Ndala meshika sanga mu account umo. Endala mesha kumwiswira business. Gashika kula shika chitemo nenganda shika befofi. Because what I see, if we work together, me and this boy, we are going somewhere. Yeah. You understand? That's the vision that I saw then. The month that followed, I had the deal. Aside the fear about our next date. I had the deal. Naribudide 2,000. Naribudide nabudide po MPA kuru na pere Shezo nempia na sendere po nyari chepe. I gave to the sister.
His sister.
Ine mona. It's like I could foresee where everything was going. You understand? It's like I foresaw where everything was going.
You're trying to protect.
I was trying to protect myself. I was trying to protect the relationship that I have with the family, because after all this fame and all this entertainment and whatever, I'll still face them in the morning. Yeah. I've faced them even before all this. Before. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. So that's what I was trying to protect. I said, you know, never family. Case you accounting, if Karamone can Karapera, in family. I went to his sister, a 2,000, papa, MPA. You won't pay any, Kaisteni deposit MPA. You understand? From there are so many other things that I did. It's not like Shezo had money that she was buying clothes with, or that she was spending on food and all that. It was all me. And if what does he know? Does that guy know how much it costs to shoot a video? How much it costs? Does he know how much 1x that should be owing us for that? You understand? To shoot a video, maybe it would cost 3 pin. Just the expenses in a video. Yeah. It costs you maybe a 3 pin. Yeah. You go and look at the videos that we did. I'm a video in 100. You understand? That's his money that should be spent on expenses. Yeah. Not on him to be crossing boundaries from his company to start discussing internal affairs of my company. Why? Yeah. I don't respond to such things because besides all this, I respect him as a brother. You understand? Huh? Yeah. I choose not to talk about these stories and come out because I'm a man who has so much responsibilities, and I'm trying to raise a family in as much as I try to struggle in this industry. I don't want to expose my family to a lot of whoa. I'm not that.
Okay. And we don't want that.
No, and I didn't say that like prefer. No. I'm just saying like in general with all these other things. I respect Shower so much because Magnet gave me that one expert deal. It helped me to make so many videos for people. You understand? And I hold him in high esteem for that.
Yeah.
That's why even Nangulimbu it's just to look at him because I can't. The way I am, I cannot disrespect a person whom I respected at one point.
Like we had a relationship.
Yes,
so
if I give you respect, I'll keep the respect at par.
Okay.
Like I'll fall out with you, but I will leave, leaving a link in our network that I can come back and talk to you. You should be free to talk to me. That's the thing.
Due to that whole thing, so you're saying there was, let me use past tense, there was a fallout with Magnet as well.
No, it was never a fallout. I said, I would say it's jabs at me.
Oh, okay.
When the story has to be spoken about like 1 or 8 or 2 later, you understand? Like it's a jab.
The people who brought him up,
yes, if I'm sensitive, I'll come out and say I'm responding.
Yes.
You get, huh? But I cannot do that. Why? Because that's the story that he chooses to tell. That's his edited story of me. Okay. You understand? Has he come to me and asked what the expenses were for me?
He didn't do that.
He didn't do that. So where is he getting all those figures? Those are internal affairs of my company. And besides, we've been working for one expert without having contracts for over a year or so. That's unlawful.
Yeah.
Why should he be even spitting every now and then?
Okay.
Should we start going kuma court parifio?
Yeah.
Eh?
Okay.
Mirandu shiri alanda. Aye. Nkwali sambira batayirande mirandu mbwana. You got
our son, you did this.
But my relationship with Shezo even now is on peaking. And this time you would be surprised. And then that's the time he starts talking about if you can.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
Why? Yeah.
Shakwata like say, hey, but come on, dude.
It's not necessary.
Hey.
Okay. All right. Okay. We wanted to touch on that a little bit and get insight, at least straight from where it started from.
I know the story. But they understand that
to give your narrative. No, it's important sometimes. Like if you've been silent for a while, at least we make up a story. You always have people understand from where it started and where it's going. So. True. Okay, I think we've touched on a lot of things. Looking at Mjomba, Starface, where you came from, the incarceration, and all that. So, in closing, as we're approaching the end, any piece of advice you'd have for anybody? Let me just be specific with this one. Anybody, let's say, doesn't have a proper background in terms of, let's say, funds or finances, but wants to pursue something that they're very passionate about. Be it music, be it comedy, any word of encouragement, any word of anything, just anything for anybody out there that you want to touch.
Thank you. That question takes us back to the meaning of my name, Starface. Like those are the questions that I faced from within myself and from the people as well. Where I was coming from, growing up, it was not easy for me to have the dreams that I had. They were very far-fetched. But I told myself I will face the challenges of becoming a star. So that's Starface. It's more like it's a mantra. That's what I feel has worked for me. I put a mantra in my name. You understand? I believe if a person has dreams and they're in a place where they feel they cannot achieve what they are dreaming, then they are stupid to have those dreams in the first place.
Yeah.
Because you cannot begin to conceive dreams without having first seeing the tools that would motivate you to get there.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Which means there is no place where you can be and not have a dream and not have it come to pass.
Yeah.
You get? So to every person out there who has a dream and feels they have perhaps limited resources or whatever they feel limits them, that should be their element of interest so much in them trying to achieve what they want to achieve. Because life is like a video game. Ngandete ya Mario, this and this and this. Papena pambo kuishupo kutoroka palia. Epa kukoro mwaunde. You understand? When I'm playing a video game, I felt to go through a certain point.
You keep
you keep playing that game. You keep coming back at it.
Yes.
The moment you cross that, it's happiness on the other side.
Yeah, okay. I get that now.
It doesn't matter where you are or what the conditions are. Because the beauty of success is the happiness is in the struggle, not in achieving.
Okay.
All the stories that you tell are stories of how you struggled and how it's here where it is than there at the end. You understand? So if there's any person out there who feels they want to achieve something in life and then there are conditions, circumstances or whatever blocking them, then they must be stupid to conceive those dreams. Because a person with a dream doesn't see obstacles.
See opportunities.
Yes.
Okay.
Or a person who has a dream sees learning points in obstacles. A person with a dream sees a point of no return when they circle, when they reach a point where they see obstacles. A person with a dream knows that when obstacles begin to show, it means value begins to be added to the struggle.
Getting somewhere.
Because value is only added when you beat something. It's biblical, it's scientific, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I think that's my message to anyone out there. If you see any obstacle, be happy that you have faced an obstacle because it's a learning point. It's something that should tell you that you should not come to. It's a marker. It's like in there and there. The next time ngabantu pisha bantu bina pafoni ati wafika pesa na that chimu chichikuru nomba pantanje. Yes. Like my markers, I can say badi njikete. Yes. Yeah. That's what life is.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, Mr. Shadrach.
Yes.
Mr. Shadrach Starface Mjomba.
Yes.
How many names this man?
I know, right?
Very inspirational man, though.
Thank
I must admit. No, thank you so much for awarding us the time to have a sit down with you, getting to know your story, getting to know your background, and it's been an utmost pleasure having you here. Hope to have you again in the future.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that I got this opportunity to talk about these issues here on your podcast within the Copper Belt. It's a honor for me.
No, thank you. Thank you so much once more, and safe travels back to Chiwempala, right?
Yes, to Chingola.
Chingola.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He said that's where he's from. See, now I'm assuming that's where he's going back.
Yeah, technically, that's where I'm going because that's where my parents are. That's where my family
is it? Okay, yeah.
Yes, although I don't stay there anymore. I love to hang in Mjomba almost every day.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, no, safe travels back. Thank you once more, and to our listeners, thank you for always journeying with us. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you guys 100%. Without you, I wouldn't be here trying to do what I'm doing, trying to put my craft out. So, to all subscribers, thank you so much for the support. New subscribers, welcome. From here, it's just up. So, peace out. I'll catch you guys next week. Thank you to my production manager. Thank you to my entire team. I appreciate you. I'll catch you guys next week.